And here we
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Whatever time zone you happen to be in, welcome.
I don't hear anything, Alex.
Skills resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Leaders Worldwide is designed for politicians, business leaders, nonprofit leaders, entrepreneurs, as well as anyone who wants to make their message heartfelt and authentic. Core values, integrity, respect, service, and excellence. We are Leaders Worldwide Toastmasters, where leaders are made.
And I'd like to introduce our president, Rosemary Sweeney. It's all yours, my dear.
Thank you, Toastmaster Alex. And welcome, everyone. More so, welcome to our guests. We love having guests, and we love having guests take that one more step to become members, because we are here and we are a very unique club. When you attend meetings at other Toastmasters club, you will hear them plug in that they do not speak about religion or politics, which is not fair to anyone who would like to be a pastor or would like to be a politician. Here, all we ask is you speak on any topic and you maintain the values of Toastmasters of integrity, respect, service, and excellence. And that's what we want to instill in all our members so that when they go out there, they can act that same way, discuss anything, because that's what we are here to do. Practice to discuss on the spur of the moment, whatever topic is thrown at us. And we are just glad you came, and we would like you to become a member of our Toastmasters Club. At this time, I will hand over the virtual lectern to our Toastmaster of the meeting. Let's make her feel welcome. Toastmaster here. Exit full screen.
Toastmaster is Cassandra.
Is it? I'm just looking for my agenda.
She's our Toastmaster of the day, yes. Cassandra, it's all yours.
Yes.
There you go.
Cassandra Gabardine, let's make her feel welcome.
Before we start this meeting, I'd like to honor some of our members. I have several people I'd like to honor with some awards. Number one, I'd like to honor Alex. Alex has been a valuable member to our club. Just recently, he has stood up on a day that it wasn't even a club day, that DeMarie and I called him on a Saturday at that and said, Alex, we need you. Without hesitation, Alex was there to the rescue. He trained us on Zoom. Alex is one of patience, a great instructor. He took time out on a Saturday morning, trained us on Zoom, very patient, and may I add, a great instructor, trainer. And so for that, Alex, we honor you, we salute you on this day and saying thank you for being a great instructor, a great member, added value to our club. And so for that, we say thank you and we have gratitude for you, for being you. Thank you, Alex. Let's give Alex a round of applause for being our Zoom master, for being Alex. Thank you, Alex. You are outstanding. You're an outstanding Toastmaster. You're an outstanding club member. You're an outstanding person. And for that, we applaud you. Next, we have another member who leaned into her position, who leaned into herself as a member and said, you know, I'm going to do more than just be a speaker. I'm going to take this opportunity to just lean into taking all that Toastmasters is all about. I don't know what's in store for me, but if you think that I can do this, I'm going to do it. And so when Dee Marie went to this particular individual and said, Pathways is all about X, Y, and Z. What do you want to do with Toastmasters? What do you want to do with your path? What do you want? Here we are. Tell me why you came to Toastmasters. Tell me what would you like to do with this opportunity that Toastmasters is here about. Here's the path. Tell me about why you came to Toastmasters. This is what Toastmasters can do for you. I'm here for you. Tell me what it is that we can do for you. Denise was all in. Denise said, this is what I want to do. Dee Marie said, this is what we can do for you. Denise went all the way in. We said, okay, we need a timer. Denise said, I don't know all about it, but I'm willing to learn. Denise stood in it. Cynthia took the time. In several occasions, Cynthia was there to be there and she taught Denise, okay, this is what you have to do. And so on 2 occasions, she was there and Denise stood in and she leaned in. And if anyone knows about timing, it takes a lot of time and a lot of concentration and a lot of focus because there's so many moving parts. And you have to really be laser focused if you want to do a superb job. And Denise was there. So with that, Denise, I congratulate you because you do a superb job. And with that, the club says, thank you. We are so appreciative of you and your efforts. And we're so happy to have you in the club. We're grateful This is a time where of the season where we're ingratiated. We're so happy to have you. And the job that you're doing is superb. So with that, we say thank you, Denise. And with you too, you also get an award for that, because I believe in recognizing people for their efforts and saying, a job well done. Thank you. Let's give Denise a hand. Next, we have another one of our members who has leaned into her position and has done a superb job in taking on the responsibility and saying, you know, not only will I make speeches, conduct speeches, but she also said, you know, I want to take on roles. But not only just take on a role and not just speaking, because it's a two-way avenue here. It's not just coming in to do your speeches and walking off, but it's also participating. My Catherine, we want to honor you this day too, because we're excited to have you as a member of this club and for your efforts. Because without our members participating in the club, taking on roles, it wouldn't be a club. We need our members not only to speak, but also to participate. And you being as a Zoom master, working with Alex, we need that. And for you to take on that responsibility, we want to congratulate you and say thank you. Thank you for doing that. We really appreciate you. We extend our gratitude towards you also. So for all of our members for taking on roles, I'd like to say thank you, sweetheart, out of my heart. As the VPE of Education, I'd like to acknowledge, recognize, and to extend my gratitude towards all of you. Every single one of the members, not only for giving your speeches, but for participating and making this club what it is. So for all of you, I extend my heartfelt gratitude towards all of you. Thank you. So you will be receiving your awards. Thank you so much. And I recognize you, as the club does, from the president to all of your other members. We see you, we recognize you, and we thank you. Thank you very much. Back to the president, if she would like to say any words to you. President
Congratulations once again to everyone who were honored this afternoon. And I encourage those of us who have not been honored to do the extra so that our Vice President Education, let's give her a round of applause, who has a keen eye for those going the extra mile to honor us, so that we might feel that our efforts is not in vain. Everyone loves to be commended. Thank you, Madam Vice President. Back to you as General Evaluator.
Okay, so you might recognize that the theme today is gratitude. It goes with the holiday. The holidays is filled with joy, with family, and Thanksgiving is one of gratitude. So we extend the theme for this holiday. It is gratitude. So let our hearts be warm and filled with gratitude, and let us go out into the world filled with gratitude in our hearts. And let those, our friends, our family, our loved ones, know that we truly appreciate them. Not just this one time during the holidays, but throughout the year. We should let each and every one know, those that we love, those that we meet along the way, the ones that service us, whether it's the person in the grocery store, whether it's in the doctor's office, know that we appreciate them. And so let us go on with our meeting. Thank you. Back. So let's see. Next, we're going to let me introduce our grammarian for the day. So, Miss Sally Riggs, can you tell us what your role is and the word of the day? Miss Sally Riggs.
Thank you so much. This has been the most beautiful, tender, and appreciative opening to our story. And that brings us to our word of the day, which is appreciation. To show sincerity and gratitude for another person's service and consideration toward you and your group with gratitude. Thank you. And I'm also listening to the ums and the ahs and the practice of trying to correct or eliminate word fillers, which have no real meaning in your story, which we so appreciate and are swept up with. So I'll be making notes on what I hear, ums, ahs, buts, and so's, and the delightful words that we often don't hear enough. So I'm showing my appreciation for your ingenuity in your stories. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that wonderful explanation, Sally. And now I'm going to explain the times for our speeches this morning. They are 5 to 7 minutes in length. And for speaker number 1, we will have T. Marie explain the path and the project. Because my voice is going out, I've been sick, so we will have the objective and the speaker introduction and the name of the title of the speech. So for speaker number 1, President Rosemary Sweeney will actually give the path, the project. President Rosemary Sweeney, back to you.
Thank you, Madam Vice President Education. This afternoon, I will be speaking on don't let their yes be your no. And it is a level 3 project from Presentation Mastery. It is, yes, a level 3 project from Presentation Mastery, Persuasive Speaking. This time I will begin my speech. Have you ever shared your dreams and aspirations with others and everyone is telling you you can't, but there's a little voice in your head saying to you, yes, you can. Sometimes our colleagues, our friends, families underestimate our potential. And guess what? We agree with them and give up without even trying to complete or achieving what we are capable of. I too have been guilty of letting the naysayers derail my success. But there are a few times when I paid them no mind. 3 of these times were: 1, going to complete my final exam in high school; 2, signing up for university; and 3, moving on to another job. Firstly, preparing for my final exam in high school, I was shocked when my teacher said, "Rosemary, you will not be successful at your exam." Now, I must confess, I was a curious child, inquisitive, and very talkative. Not the traits of a lady who was supposed to be seen and not heard. But when my teacher said these words, I was really amazed. I was shocked because I knew I was trying, and she knew I was trying. So she could have said it some, "Sweeney, you are talking too much," or "Sweeney, that's not how you behave in class." But telling me those words, I was really shocked. But at the end of my exams, when the results came, of the 2 people who were the top, I was one of them. I did not let her no be my yes. Secondly, signing up to complete my degree. I worked with a supervisor who felt or suggested that I could not work properly. And I would be constantly called into his office and constantly be given, how I would say it, he would constantly speak with me, give me room for improvement, tell me how I should improve, point out my errors. And one day I had it up to here. And I said calmly, "Sir, I'm not infallible like you." My supervisor's eyes got red. If we were in the cold, you would have probably seen steam coming from his ears. But guess what? He brought me to my manager. And my manager, after listening, said, "I think Sweeney should go on to complete her degree." You will not believe the response of my supervisor. No, that's not necessary because her mistakes are not, it's just little things here and there." Me? I ran to complete my request for assistance and completed my degree with honors. And finally, moving on to my other job. After working in my job for a number of years, I felt I was not moving. When I started, the company was small, but as the company grew, people from the outside were brought in to take up the higher positions. And I felt something was wrong. However, I would apply, I would be interviewed, never been successful. And so one day I decided to send applications out. A firm similar to my work called, and at the interview, I was successful. I went and I resigned because here it is, I'm going to be moved up and I'm going to move out. At my exit party, can you believe, or you will not imagine the words of my manager? "Oh, Sweeney will not be leaving anytime soon. She will leave. She will see what is happening on the other side and she will return. So I will put her resignation letter on hold. I will not put it through." Well, he did not have my future in his hands. I had been working there and could not move up. Here it is, I was getting a job to move up, and they were telling me I would return. No, I did not return. I went on to be a manager at the other institution. We amalgamated and I returned to this amalgamation as a manager. If I had not moved, I would never become a manager. All in all, we must not let other people's yes be our no. We must be appreciative of that little voice in our mind telling us, yes, we can, moving us out of our comfort zone. And we will be delighted to see what we can achieve when we move out. Overall, be confident in yourselves. It is said that when we make mistakes, we learn from our mistakes. We should fall 7 times and get up 8 times. So when that time calls for you to move, always remember, whether you can or whether you can't, it is up to you. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't, and not go out there and be successful and be the person you are meant to be. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the meeting.
Thank you. Thank you, President Rosemary, for that wonderful speech. Can we get 1 minute on the clock? And now,
And Zoom Master, please don't spotlight me as a timer until I show the red card for the speakers. Thank you. That's 1 minute.
thank you. Now we have for speaker number 2. And Dee Marie, can you give us the introduction for Carrie Kelly, please?
Speaker number 2 is Carrie Kelly, and she will be speaking from Visionary Communication, Level 3, Connect with Storytelling, and it's a 5 to 7 minute speech. This project addresses storytelling techniques and descriptive skills to help make every speech relatable and interesting. The purpose of her speech is to practice using a story within a speech or giving a speech that is a story. She is to choose an established story or a story about her life or a fictional tale of her own creation and deliver it in 5 to 7 minutes. The introduction for Carrie is, Carrie Kelly is an Amazon International best-selling author of Living Resiliently. Carrie is also the author of Black, Blind, and Female. She is also the creator and producer and performer of her own one-woman show, Somebody Else's Child, 3 Chairs, and From Garbage to Gold. She is the subject and star of the documentary Gifted Messenger. Her website is voicesofresilience.com. Carrie Kelly, From Darkness to Delight. From Darkness to Delight. Carrie Kelly, you have the mic.
Thank you. Before I get started, I just want to let people know that because I'm legally blind and I have a speech program on my Zoom, I don't get personal messages in the chat. So there is other information where you can reach me via email, via WhatsApp, via text message. I will begin my speech right now. Our theme today is all about gratitude. And we talked about this being a holiday season. For some people, the holiday season brings up very challenging emotions, feelings, and situations. And those are the times what I call the darkness. It can get very, very dark during the holidays. There was a time for me when I would hate dealing with the holidays. When I was young and my mom's house was the place for everybody to be, those were the times when things got very hard for me because the house is full of people and there's nobody paying attention to what's going on. And I could go missing. I could be trapped in a back bedroom dealing with abuse. As I grow older and I was no longer subject to this situation, the holidays would bring up those memories and those the situations where all I could think about was how awful the holidays were. And the society around me was so busy celebrating that nobody knew how awful I was feeling about the holidays. There were times when I just wanted to die. There were times when I would hope that I could just be on a ship in the middle of the ocean and the rules of that ship that I was on would not talk about holidays and family and gatherings and all the joys of being with your family was going on during this season. Oh, I hated all of it. I just hated it. So as I was old enough to drink, that's what I did. Lots of drinking, lots of swearing, lots of throwing things during my dark days during the holidays. It was just awful. And there came a time in my life when I decided that I could make the holidays what I wanted them to be. And so as a result, I was able to create the things that I wanted around me. I got to design the holidays the way I wanted them to be. And that is when I got into delight. Delightfulness. I've picked the music that I wanted to listen to. I found the decorations that I wanted to have in my house around me. I chose the people that I wanted to be around me, and we did the things that I was comfortable doing. Now, the situation for a lot of people these days, there might be people that are sitting in their own level of darkness because of how hard this last year has been on people. I encourage you to check on them, check in with people. Today is actually National Kindness Day. This is a day that is set aside to specifically show kindness to people. And that kindness might be the only light that shines in someone's life as they are feeling so surrounded by the darkness. As you go through your day, your time, your life, and you're busy with the holiday season and all of the ways that things can take up all of your time and energy, don't forget those that are less fortunate. One thing about this time of year is that people are really thinking about how to give and how to show charity During the Thanksgiving Day and holidays, there's a lot of food drives and people giving away the food, the Thanksgiving dinner, to people who may not be able to have it. There are people that are going to have dinner at places that are actually set up for folks who are not able to have their own Thanksgiving dinner. You can go here. Some restaurants do it. I encourage you to look for those opportunities that you can share your time and energy with folks that may be less fortunate. And then there is the December holidays, all about gift giving. There are drives for people who are not able to buy presents for everyone that they would like to give gifts to. There are places out there that will have gift drives for your donations, for things that you want to, your one person's trash is another one's treasure. If there are things that are still in good shape that you want to donate to people, please do that. That might be something that someone else would be happy to have. So this is my call to action. Today is National Kindness Day. This is the day to write a list of the people that you know might be going through some things and they might need a phone call, an encouraging note, an email, a text message, something that will show them some kindness. Also, today might be a day to look in your area to see what food banks or food pantries, places that are doing food giveaways and dinners, toy drives, gift drives, things that will help meet needs for people that may be less fortunate than us. And I conclude this speech by saying, you don't have to stay in the darkness. There are ways for you to be in delight. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Carrie, for that awesome speech. Can we get 1 minute on the clock, please?
So during that 1 minute, can I suggest that we give verbal, because Carrie has said she doesn't want us to put our comments in the chat?
You can email her or text her or WhatsApp her your private messages.
Perfect, thank you.
Contact information, it's in the chat. Yes. Thank you. And that's 1 minute, Cassandra.
Okay, thank you. Timer, can you give us the timing for the table topics, please?
Sure. At 1 minute, it will be green. At 2 minutes, at 1 minute and 30 seconds, it will be yellow. At 2 minutes, it will be red, and you'll have 30 seconds to wrap up. And Madam Toastmaster, do we have our table topics person here?
It would be Carolyn Douglas.
She's not here right now.
No, she's not.
So would I can do table topics if you like.
That would be great.
Okay, great. And I'd like to call on our guests. First, I know you are a Toastmaster, Lisa, would you like to take a table topics question?
Sure, I can't be on camera right now, but I'd be
That's
happy
okay.
to talk.
That's okay. Great. Awesome. So what does gratitude or thanksgiving mean to you? What does gratitude or thanksgiving mean to you?
Thank you so much for that question, Cynthia. I often think of gratitude. And a lot of times when I do, I get a lump in my throat. And I'm not quite sure why, because I am very, very grateful that I'm still here. I got to spend dinner this past Sunday night with my donor who gave me her kidney 5 years ago. And it was wonderful introducing her to my swap donor, which is a long, complicated story for itself. And it was just delightful to be with all of us together. It was the first time in 5 years that that happened. And I had a very, very strong sense of gratitude for still being here and for the sacrifices that they made in order to keep me here. But I think the sadness comes in having 600,000 people who were not as fortunate and are living on dialysis, and 100,000 people who are approved for a kidney transplant but don't know how to proceed in getting one. And today, on National Kindness Day, the biggest way that you can show kindness is to share our stories. So I have a client that I'm working with, a young girl who's living on dialysis and struggling every single day. And all that she needs is for you to share her site, her story, so that hopefully someone can find the kindness that my donors found and to save her life. We don't expect that people are going to read it and share it. I'm sorry, that they're going to read it and give a kidney, but at least they can read it and share her story so that Erica can get her living gift and she can experience the gratitude that I feel. So please share kidney 4, it's the number 4, Erica with a K, ERIKA.com. And I will put her story into the chat so that hopefully people can express their act of kindness and she can feel gratitude as I do. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you so much for that heartfelt sharing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And we have one more guest. Our other guest seemed to have dropped off. We have guest Libuv. Can you unmute your mic and would you like to take a question and share with us about gratitude? Guest Libuv Ananiva. Yes.
Hi, Cynthia. Sorry, I'm going to dive into BART right now, so I'm in a very noisy place right now.
Okay, and you're in BART, so you're in the Bay Area.
Yeah, I'm in Bay Area. Yeah, I'm gonna dive into BART.
Wonderful. Enjoy your trip.
Thank you.
And Sally, would you like to take a question? You're muted. Can you unmute?
Sorry. Yes.
Great. What does gratitude or thanksgiving mean to you? What does gratitude or thanksgiving mean to you?
Sometimes it means a little chaos. But other than that, it's a wonderful day to be very appreciative about one's life and direction and richness. I think that makes me a little teary. I just love to see people gather together with warmth, grace, and forgiveness so that they can encircle the spirit that brings us here, makes our life richer, challenging, and progressive. And it brings joy to bring flowers to those people, along with a dish of your favorite vegetables, because you know you're going to have enough turkey to go around. Anyway, it's a joy. And sometimes there's some crazy people who get together, and it's very interesting to consider different points of view in life and how wonderful it can be, challenging it can be, and loving. With that, thank you.
Cynthia, she's done. And you're on mute.
I fell off, sorry. Okay. And can you make me a Zoom host again, a co-host? Yeah. Okay, back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day, Cassandra Garabedian.
Thank you, Cynthia. Okay, at this time, we would like to bring our general evaluator to the forefront. Miss D. Marie Shy King, take it away.
Thank you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day. I would like to express my appreciation for everything that everyone has done to make this meeting a success. And as the general evaluator, the first thing that I would like to do is to call up each evaluator for our prepared speakers. And our first evaluator is Maya Catherine, who will evaluate Rosemary Sweeney. With the timer, please give us the time frame for the evaluators.
Yes, it's 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, they get the green. At 2.5, the yellow. And at 3, they get the red. And they have 30 seconds to wind up. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Madam Timer. And our first evaluator is Maya Catherine. You have the mic.
Thank you so much. So, Rosemary, your speech was wonderful. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I love that you started with questions which engaged the audience. I love that you had great vocal variety. I remember a part where you were like, I was really shocked. And I kind of felt the shock with you as well. It brought us in, you brought us into the conversation a lot of times by not just recounting what happened, but actually saying the conversation. But this person says this and this person said that. So we felt like we were in the story with you as well. You had great hand gestures as well. I'll say just one thing about that is that because you're so close to the camera, we could only see maybe the tip of your fingers sometimes. But that would be one of the things that could make it even better, to be a little bit away so we could see all the hand gestures, but it was enough for us to understand what was going on. Love that you had emotions in your story, in your delivery. I remember hearing and I know being Caribbean what that means. So I knew what that meant, but I'm sure even if you were not Caribbean, you would understand that you were really feeling something. But I know I've heard that all my life growing up, and I still do that with my kids. At the end, you had a great summary, and you kind of wrapped up the whole story, reminded us of what it was about. And I felt that your pace and your voice and your energy went up at the end, and I was like, I was motivated. I'm like, yes, yes, I'm not gonna let anybody say no anymore and things like that. So you really motivated, and you finished with great advice. So again, great speech. What I would say again is just be a little bit behind the camera, a little bit away, so we could see your hand gestures. And something that somebody told me yesterday when I was being test speaker is that when you wear glasses, there's glares, and somebody told me that as a feedback. So I'm just passing it forward because I think it could be helpful for me, and also with anybody with glasses, to remember sometimes it does reflect, and we kind of miss your beautiful eyes that way. But other than that, amazing speech.
Thank you so much for that, Maya Catherine. And now we'll move to our next evaluator, who is Rosemary Sweeney, and she will be evaluating Carrie Kelly. The mic is yours, Rosemary.
Thank you, Madam General Evaluator. And Toastmaster Carrie, I appreciate the way you spoke this afternoon, making me sit up. When you started, I was wondering, appreciation and gratitude, holidays, where is she going with that? And I quickly realized that you were not only speaking of yourself, but you were speaking of for consideration for others. I heard great vocal variety. I could go missing. I hated the holidays. I could feel how you hated the holidays because of what happened, probably as a child because of fear. And even when you were a grown adult, you did not like the holidays. But I saw great movement, body movement, when you were delighted. I enjoyed your speech and realized that you're a very caring person. More than once, you encouraged us to find out about where I can make a donation to someone who is in need, and that shows a caring nature. Your call to action, it could not be missed. Your conclusion could not be missed. What I would encourage you to do is let the audience, let me think, where is that call to action? Because you had a great call to action. So there was no need to give me a signpost that there is going to be a call to action. Your conclusion, where you wrapped up, there was also no need to give me the word as I conclude, or in this is my call to action. Your words says it all, so you could use your time to give us some more encouragement as to how we can do. Overall, I enjoyed your speech. It showed me that you're a very caring person. You think of others. There are things you hated, but you're a person who challenges yourself, and you came around and make it a time where you do not hate the holidays. You have made it your delight. And one thing too, what I saw was the darkness. The time you were in darkness, I was wondering, why is that screen blank? And realized that when the delight came, everything came in clarity. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so very much for that evaluation. And now I'd like to call on my other role players. And the first one that I will call is my grammarian and counter, Sally. You have the mic, Sally.
Yeah, okay. I guess this is my report, huh? Okay. Well, we love the word appreciation. Cassandra, at least 2. Kelly, 4. Dee Marie, 1 or 2. Rosemary, 4. Maya, 1. Lisa, I'm not sure of the right name, but she had two. And the vocal variety and expression of appreciation today has been wonderful. And I think that's reflective of November and our holiday. Thank you very much. I didn't hear any and so's, buts, or anything like that.
That is a testament to where Leaders Worldwide is headed. We had a phenomenal meeting, and thank you so much for that great report, Sally. The next report will come from our timer, Cynthia Stott. The floor is yours.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I realized I hadn't said the word of the day. I said so much about gratefulness, but not appreciation. So thank you for that wonderful word of the day. Our speakers, Rosemary, she was perfect at 6 minutes, 30 seconds. She didn't even hit 7 minutes. And Carrie just went slightly over at 7 minutes and 34 seconds, but every second was worth it. And Lisa giving us that amazing, heart-centered table topic was 2 minutes and 39 seconds. She was slightly over as well. And I believe that Sally's amazing, phenomenal speech was on time, although I fell off Zoom and couldn't record exactly. But that's my report. Back to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you so much for that. And now I get the dubious distinction of telling everyone what I thought of the meeting. Let me express sincere appreciation to everyone for the phenomenal job that everybody did to make this meeting a success. We started on time, and that's always a key benchmark of having a great meeting. And by starting on time, we had an opportunity to hear our VPE express special appreciation to 3 of our newer members who have pitched in and let us know that they want to be a part of what's going on at Leaders Worldwide. Something like that is so necessary because it helps to keep our members motivated and engaged. So thank you so much for that, VPE Garabedian. Then we had 2 phenomenal prepared speeches. Oh my goodness. When the lights went out, I was not prepared for that. And for her to continue the speech in the dark. And it was so moving that you followed everything that she was saying. And then the lights came back on, and that was great as well. And Rosemary took us on a journey with her in corporate America and how you have to be aware that there are turns and twists that you don't anticipate. But by being your authentic self and standing your ground, you will get through that. And at some point, you'll be able to give gratitude and appreciation for just making it. All in all, the meeting today was absolutely phenomenal. In this season of Thanksgiving, where everyone is expected to be able to say something that they are appreciative of, or someone to whom they are thankful or grateful, don't let this season pass by without you calling someone that means something to you and just saying thank you. You can't imagine how much that would mean to an individual. Maybe someone who is homebound that doesn't get out a lot, or maybe someone you haven't seen for a long time and they've lost contact with you, and the same with you and them. This is the season to call and just say, hey, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I thank you for the theme of today's meeting, which was gratitude, because we all should show that more often. We should be our authentic selves and make sure that people know and understand that. Back to you, Madam Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Miss DeMarie King, for that awesome, just how you summarized this whole meeting and came to that conclusion. I appreciate you.
With a new word, benchmark. I haven't heard that at all, ever. Thank you.
And now to our president, Miss Rosemary Sweeney.
I am there. I am there. Thank you so much, everyone, for having this great meeting. I do appreciate you. I appreciate everyone who is here, and our guests. We would like you to tell us what you felt of our meeting. Are our guests still on board? Yes, yes, yes. At least we have one guest, Lisa. But it seems to be dropping off. Lisa, can you tell us what you found about our meeting, how you felt, what you think?
Thank you, Rosemary. Thank you all. It was a delightful meeting. I'm very appreciative of this club and I enjoy being your guest. Thank you to Cynthia for introducing me to your club, and I look forward to coming again. If you're ever in need of a functionary, please keep me in mind. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, our meeting has ended, which is 4, and I'm going to give everyone fruits today. There is no choice. You're going to get something in the bag. No chocolates. We have had enough chocolates for the year. And you're going to have enough at your home because I hear of Thanksgiving and holidays. And this is what normally happens. So here in Dominica, what fruit we have now? We have what is called the pineapple. And we have what is called the avocado. This is what is in abundance, and coconut water. So that's what you're getting in your bag, a pineapple and avocado, and the jelly. We say jelly coconut because when you drink the water and you open it, there's the soft, mushy part inside, which tastes extremely good. So at this time, I call our meeting to a close. And not to a close. This time I hand over to our Vice President Education so she can speak with us on our upcoming roles for our meetings. Let's make a few welcome.
All righty. We've been doing excellent in filling our roles. I would like that to continue. So for next week, we have the roles filled, but the following 2 weeks, I'd like to get those filled as well. So do we have any volunteers for the next 2 weeks? So we have next week filled already. We want the following 2 weeks, which will take us into, that would be, we have the 7th filled, so we need the following 2 weeks filled. And that will take us to the Christmas time when we have our breaks.
So which date do we have filled and which date do we need, because we'd have a break there.
We have up until we need the 11th. We need the 11th.
Oh, we have
So
a 4th
we're not
already
having
filled?
a meeting on the, we're not having a meeting on the 27th, right?
Correct.
That's the week after Thanksgiving. Are we meeting on the 20th? Which is
we are meeting on the 20th.
Yes, so we're not meeting on the 27th. So we filled the 4th is what you're saying, and we need the 11th of December.
Correct.
Okay. And that's at which time? That's at the 10:30 time. 10:30 Pacific time.
Mm-hmm.
And which roles need to be filled?
All of them.
Okay. And our regional advisor will be coming to speak, and she will give a 7-minute speech and then Q&A. So I don't know if you want somebody else to speak also. I don't know if there's room or if you want to take her.
We just need the other roles because we're going to leave that for, we need.
So we have
functionary roles. We need functionary roles filled. Such as we need the TMOD, we need those functionaries, we need the timer, we need those roles filled. We're gonna leave.
Okay, and that will be an open house. So the TMOD and the evaluators.
Those.
I don't know if she wants an evaluator. I'll have to ask.
What date is that?
That's the 11th.
Oh, 11th.
December 11th at 10:30.
So are we having a Christmas celebration week somewhere in December as well?
I'm sorry?
Are we having a Christmas celebration week in one of our
Yes, on December 11th, we can probably have I think that would be great to have a celebration with our regional advisor. She's going to be talking about get your ask on.
Okay.
ASK on.
But we're going to have, what I'm saying is, we're going to have one for we're going to have a Christmas celebration for
Right.
our
Best leaders worldwide. Right.
You want that on December 18th? Because we are meeting
Absolutely.
on December 18th.
Mhm,
We're not
mhm.
meeting on December 25th and January 1st. We're closed, but we will meet on.
I'm writing down Christmas party on December 18th. I will be the TMOD on the, okay,
Okay,
On the 18th? Great.
on the 11th.
On the 11th? Okay.
Yes.
Great.
And I would
can
like to
be
speak
GE.
on the 18th, please.
I can be GE on the 11th.
you want to be Rosemary, President Rosemary, you want to be the GE on the 11th?
11th, yes, because you
Okay,
said
President.
Cynthia, I do host. I'm gonna go, but
Okay, great.
yeah,
Thank you,
whatever.
Alex, so much.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Alex.
Bye,
guys.
Alex.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you, Alex. Bye.
Alex.
Thank you, Cassandra.
Bye. Thank you. And Maya Catherine had a beautiful chat that she
Wait,
put in.
wait. Hold on. Okay, the 18th, let me get those people down again. The 18th, who said the 18th again?
I would like to be a speaker.
Speaker, Jean Marie.
I would also like to be a speaker. If you are missing by that date, on the 18th.
On the 18th,
Yes.
President, the 18th, okay, speaker.
For Marion.
Okay, hold on.
On both dates? On the
On both
18th
dates,
and the
Sally?
11th?
I hope 11th would be great. And
Okay, grammarian, on the 18th, Sally.
And the 11th, she said.
And, okay. Thank you for coming back, Miss Sally Reyes. We missed you.
thank you
Still under
very much.
construction, though.
I do apologize for
Okay, we'll
construction.
take it. We'll take it.
I look more like a moving van in this house. I can hardly find my way around. So
I
it's very,
share that feeling. Oh my goodness. I know what that feels like. Okay.
it's horrible
Yes.
without a bathroom.
Oh, I'm not there. I'm not in that situation.
That's awful.
Okay. TMOD for the 11th. Any takers?
I'm the TMOD for the 11th. I don't know what you put me down for.
Oh, I did. I put it twice, TMOD. Okay, got it.
Oh, you got me down for the 11th and the 18th?
No, I just put TMOD down twice on the 11th.
Okay.
Okay.
And the GE on the 11th is Rosemary, correct?
Yes. So we need a TMOD and a GE for the 18th.
Oh,